tonight. I hope the answer to that is amazing. So while I just get my gloves on and wait for this to pop up on my other screen so that I can see who comes into chat and if there are any questions. Yeah, so we'll just say welcome to Tracy Creating. I am Tracy, and throughout this video, may you be inspired, learn something new, or simply relax while you're watching. So as you can see in front of me, there we go, that's all set. I have the painting from last week. So that was my first go at the tree swipe. So swiping from the inside out and swiping the branches, adding in that extra touch that I love so much of doing some swirls in the painting. Excuse me. Hello, Kerry. You remembered. Thank you so much. Lovely to see you. Are you well? Okay, so I just mixed up a couple of leftover paints. Earlier today I mixed up some crimson. So that looks really nice. Just want to move these out of the way so I don't accidentally knock them over. This is purple, like they're just standard names. They're Montmartre paints mixed with Atelier pouring medium and flood floetrol. So this is gold, and then some titanium white. So get that out of the way. Now I can touch this. Hey Mum, it dried beautifully. Yes, it did. And that's part of my excitement. If we can get that glare, you can see how beautifully it did. I was really concerned because when doing the spirals and everything, it really felt like there was too much paint on the surface. So I was really concerned that it may crack. Turned out it's just amazing. So yeah, really happy with it. The edges, the corners, I'm not really happy about, so I will paint those a solid colour. And then, yeah, so I loved this and I was really tempted to do it again. And I'm not going to say whether I have or haven't done it again, but I was tempted to do it tonight. But then I thought, no, we did it last week, so let's do something different. Well and happy. I am, thank you very much. And yeah, you love the swirls. I was really stoked with them. They came out, some are more obvious than others, and that's all unique to itself. But I think it's amazing. I'm really, really excited about this, and most definitely doing some more and also on a larger scale. So yeah, that's fun. All the fun. All right. So we have another 8x10. I will probably stick to doing 8x10s depending. Yeah, I don't know. But mostly I'll probably work in this size so that I'm not trying to get too much in the camera for the lives. It's all right when you're doing pre-recorded ones because you know you can take your time, you can set things up and all that kind of stuff without taking up too much time. Alrighty, so this one I was a little bit conflicted, but I've decided now that I'm going to do some kind of effect up here. and I'm going to create it to drip. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but let's get on with it. Right. So this white, let's see, it's mixed really well. It disappears if I do that. Do a trace. It's disappearing just at one count of one. So I think that'll be good for the background. I'm not using any silicone, so if there are any reactions, it will be purely based on the paints, the pouring medium and the Floetrol that I use. I also let you guys know, many of you already do, I have a Facebook group. It's Tracy Creating Group, and if you just search it up on Facebook, answer the couple of questions. I will not accept an application. It's two very basic questions. So if you want to join us in there, we can share photos, paintings. I'll put up a creator's image of a painting. If we do a little theme and randomly generate a selection from that one, and that piece of art will be our cover image for 3-4 weeks. But the reason I thought of that is because I need to come up with another theme. So, all right. So just going to go with some colors. I really like the fact that I have a gold in here again, using a metallic. Let's start with, I don't know whether to, I'll just drizzle it. So, this isn't going to seemingly use a lot of colour paint. So I've mixed up a whole bunch, and we're not actually going to use that much. So down here, I'm just trying to put them back out of reach. So you can see that I'm working on a narrow section and opening up, and so I'll be leaving some negative space, which means the background color is going to still show through at the end of the piece without any interference of the other colors. And so this seems to me like I should be doing a balloon, but I actually don't know right now. Gold. And yeah, that's all the colors. They're all in there. It's awesome. What I might do is use my hairdryer. Isn't here. It's not handy right this second, but I do have my heat tool for embossing, which otherwise I would use my hairdryer. But I have this here. It will heat up really quick, so I'm going to be really fast and just blow this around a little bit to soften it up, blend out the lines, and see what comes from that. Okay, so embossing tool turning on. Just blow it away from your painting first, so that you're not blowing any dust or anything straight onto your painting. There's not enough power. Okay, never mind. It's probably why I haven't done that before. Not enough power in there. So, right, never fear. I will use a wet paper towel. No, I won't. Oh, bug. Did you see that? You're stuck there. There we go. I'm going to do a dip. Hopefully. On this dirty background will be fine. That surprised me. Pretty colours. Dry swipe or balloon. Yeah. The problem is I don't like to get too repetitive. I always like to change things up. So swipe or balloon was definitely on my mind. One of the first things. So I'm right with you there, Kerry. But just to have it be a little different. Fair enough. Wow. Turned out really pretty. These colors are amazing. There's definitely some areas. This area didn't even get any. So this is where I can do some swipes and play around in areas that didn't dip. Let's see if I can get you a bit closer. There we go. Try and reduce the glare by tilting you slightly. All right, so that's really pretty. I don't know if I want to mess with that too much. Yeah. Okay. No swipes. Bulbs in bloom. Yeah, great effects there. Thank you, thank you. This area here, it's still squiggles. Like there's no actual design there. But I wanted to create drips. So no, don't mess with it. Oh my gosh, you two. Let's just have a look at popping some bubbles because I can see some. Alrighty. I don't know what to do now. If anything, give it stems. Yeah. Like one here, one there. I want to drip. Okay. Ponder. This is, okay. So here is my old brush that I like to do my swirls and everything with. So if we try and find a point, join the line. Okay. So if we try and join this line and extend it all the way down, and there too maybe. Let's see. Nope, I wiped it away. Okay. Ah, under pressure. Because you have to think about how little colour there was on the surface. So if I just dunk that in the blue paint, tap it off on the side to get most of it off, and come down there we go. That worked. Under pressure. Hey Sam, how you going? Twisted Out Lady is here. Yes, yeah, awesome. All right, so let's have a play with that. And so I'll go back to this side. Just create a few more. This one is very, they come right from up here. Some purple. Whoa. I pretty much dug that one in halfway up the stick. So a bit of purple, tapping it off. Sorry you can't see that. And just so there's what's left on the stick. I'm going to bring it in here at this point. Come down. There we go. Part of me wants to dip it again so that I create more over this side. Okay. I'm going to go from here because I feel like this one could be as though it's in front of this one. So tapping it off. Coming into that red section there. Beautiful. Thank you, Twisted. Love your name, by the way. If I never tell you that, I'll be sure to remind you. Okay, so this one has a strong section of purple. Let's move you over again. Purple and blue. Okay, so coming in here. Oh my gosh, I just had a thought. And there it is. I think if we just go down here, I still need to do something here because there's just squiggles. Okay. So I'm going to create a little tiny puddle. This is where this is where I've been tapping it off the stick. So I just put down that drop of white and a drop of the purple. just to create a lighter shade, a little bit on the stick, and we'll come back to do this light bit at the very end. Oops, sorry for that jerk there. So thank you, you're welcome. More than welcome. Okay. Gorgeous, thank you. Just need to work out what to do in that empty space. I mean, not the empty space, but these colours. Oops, I didn't mean to swipe that. The paint suctioned. Okay. Well, that took away the squiggle lines. Okay. Tapping the stick back in the purple. Bring that down. So I know that the gold on this one dries really bright and vibrant. A part of me, I want to play with the stems. Let's do this one, because if I don't like it, I can scrape it off. Like, is this a place where I can nope, I don't like it. And it's probably really hard to see too, sorry. Just going to click that over just a little bit more. There we go. Alrighty. So just filling in that space now that I scraped off. So this is a really good example of, you know, if you do have the ability to scrape off, like just a corner, just a side section, where you're able to replace the paint, you know, you don't have to stick with what came up. You can change it, or like I did, try something. I didn't feel it, didn't like it, so got rid of it. Okay, something here I don't know what to do with. That is a bit of gold, a bit of purple, and a bit of blue. So A bit of paint and swipe like no. Yep, I just thought so. So I just put a tiny little dot of gold in next to my puddle of purple and blue. So I will put that onto here and give it a go. So a bit of blue, a bit of purple, and I did it round the wrong way. All good. That's pretty. So pretty. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to try and roll it over the edge just to create that bit of softness. There we go. All right. So I feel as though I just want to play so much in this, but it's one of those pieces that's minimalistic. I'm going to make all the lines wider. Just for consistency. Yeah. Okay. I'm just putting some white in here, trying to close up the thickness of that particular line. And then the white will settle. That's better. Not so bold and boom in your face. Like, yeah. Oh, okay. So this would definitely be fun. You too. With balloons. I did like the dip idea though. And there we have it. So there we go. We'll have a close-up after I torch it, and that'll be our painting for tonight. So gorgeous colours. I liked the crimson. That came out beautifully. And the gold in it is just going to go bling. So yeah, I think it'll dry beautiful as well. All right, so let's have a close-up. This area is, boom, this was where the lines, the squiggle lines were thicker. We've got some reactions in there. The lines, see how they're all kind of a little bit more consistent now, having like 2 or 3 threads coming out of them. So, and and narrowing out as we get to the other side for that thinner area. So there we go. That white will should settle. It'll be beautiful if it does. How about I leave you there because that's ultra pretty. So there we have it. Yeah, so I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming in. Great for spring. Yes. Spring is just around the corner. My littlest Bambino turns 10 tomorrow. Very excited for that. Yeah, it's all happening. So I have to say spring and autumn are my favorite months. So trying to avoid the extreme of the heat and the extreme of the cold and aim for in the middle. So yeah, absolutely. Spring in bloom. All right, thank you so much for being here, you guys. I really appreciate it. It was definitely a process to come out for this. And yeah, I'll try the drippy thing on another painting. So I'll have a couple that I've nearly finished doing pre-recording for you during the week. So that's awesome. Happy birthday. Thank you. I will pass that on to him. And yeah, so there you guys go. I hope you were inspired, learned something new, or just relaxed and hung out with me, which is wonderful. Thank you again. You're awesome. And yeah, take care out there. It is important because you are important. Thank you so much. Be kind, be creative, and be fabulous. Bye.